Good afternoon, students. I am very happy to meet you in this online session. I hope you are well and fine at your home. Last class, I taught you grammar, tenses. So last class, I completed present tense. So I gave some exercise for you. First you do one thing. I will give some idea how to write the answer for those things. So in the future classes I will give more exercise for you. So after this I will go for fourth unit prose, that is article by Satyajit Ray. Okay. First I will give the study portion for you. Last class I gave what was your study portion, third unit. Prose paragraph, yes. So poem, have we given poem paragraph? Poem paragraph, yes. Actually last class I said poem paragraph, third poem is a memory poem for you. I told you to read the memory poem. So today I am giving the paragraph. Okay, have you studied the memory lines? Have you studied? Good. Today I am giving you this paragraph. We have two paragraphs. How are today's women portrayed by the poet? Third unit. Okay. What qualities have made women powerful? What qualities have made women powerful? Okay. This two question answer you read. Okay. For today's study portion, or today and tomorrow, according to your ability you read. Okay. So come for that all of you take your textbook, page number 77. All of you take your textbook, page number 77. Yes. Last class I am just recall what I took in the last two classes, that is tenses, uses of tense. What I taught you in the last two classes, uses of tense. Simple present tense, okay, keep it in your mind. Simple present tense, I said simple present tense, the structure is subject, base form of verb. Subject plus base form of verb. So when you come for present continuous, subject, am or is or are plus verb plus ing, it will come. If you go for perfect, subject, as or have plus V3 form of verb, okay, third form of verb. Then present perfect continuous means subject plus has or have plus been plus verb plus ing, is or no? Good. So uses of tense, okay, I gave four rules for how to use. The simple present tense is for habitual action, yes, you know very well. Take your grammar note with you and refer those things. First one is habitual action, second one is general truth, third one is if it is future action, if it is part of a fixed timetable, and the fourth one is this condition class, yes, in future, in case of, in class of, time and condition, is this four only. Okay, so keep it in mind, this is very important. Then come for present continuous. Okay, the action going on at the time of speaking. Okay, some keywords also I gave you. Now all the keywords, keep it in your mind. Then next one is the temporary action which may not be happening at the time of speaking. Then I gave some words. Normally on account, normally they have no ing form. Okay, that also just refer. If you did not refer also, now you just refer. Okay. Then go for perfect tense. Perfect tense also I gave some keyword, just, yet, already, is that these are all keywords. I gave additional keywords just to read once. This keywords, if it comes, means normally it is perfect tense. Have you understood? What is that? Yes, just all those things, just finished action. Okay. Another one is time may not be definite. Okay, that means also we can use perfect tense. Then last perfect continuous, we can use have, since or for plus like that words normally will come. Okay, so all of you take page number 77. So in your textbook some rules are there, okay. So in the following classes that rules we will move, but what is in the examples, these are all important things I am saying, okay. All of you take page number 77, right hand side, take soon some exercise, I will help you. Have you taken page number 77? So if you already written, that means no problem. Those who have doubt, come to this one, okay. I will help you in all the ways. Saravanan always dash for a walk in the morning. Saravanan dash always dash for a walk in the morning. Always, keyword is always is there. So always means daily. Walk in the morning. So this is a habitual action. So simple present tense. So Saravanan is singular, third person singular. So we should use what? Verb plus S or S. So Saravanan always goes for a walk in the morning. Is it clear? Goes for a walk in the morning. You should check what are the keywords. Why we should use simple present tense. Why we should not use other tense. You should have asked question and come for the conclusion. So I am saying this is always is there. So simple present tense. Have you understood? Good. So come next one. We dash here for a meeting. And the chairperson is yet to arrive, okay. Till now he did not come, he is yet to arrive, okay. We are waiting. So yet means what keyword? Perfect tense, yes or no? We is third person, first person plural. So have, I said as has is only for third person singular. All the other persons have will come. We have gathered here, third form of verb. Have gathered here for a meeting and chairperson is yet to arrive. Okay, so Aruna dash early dash to meet her friend since morning, okay. Aruna has been eagerly waiting to meet her friend since morning. Has been, since morning is there, so has been waiting. Like that all the answers. Normally I never like to say just the answers you should write, but anyhow I am saying. Fourth question, Sheba dash to a new house next week. So this one is very important. Future, next week she is moving. So next week. So two places we can use the future reference. One is simple present, also one context we can use future reference. Then in the present continuous also one reason we can use future references or no. Good. So if is it a timetable? No, it is a planned one, okay. So we should use present continuous. Sheba is moving to a new house next week. Sheba is moving. Have you understood or no? Good. Nasira dash music class regularly. Nasira dash music class regularly. So a regular is there, so simple present tense. So Nasira attends. Nasira is a third person singular, so we should use SRES to the verb. So attends, ATTENDS. So all the remaining also very easy. Three more exercises are there. You do it yourself, okay. Don't refer your guide. After writing the answer, you check the guide. Have you understood? Okay, I am not willing to give all the answers. That means you are just copying the answer. That's all. You just think. What I gave the idea, yes or no? Why we should use this tense? Why we should not use other tense? You bring the answer. Okay, refer your grammar note. Then only you should be master in grammar. Structures read well. Three forms of verb read well. That is very, very important. Have you understood? Good. Also take the fourth lesson, that is Autic by Satyajit Roy. Okay. So Autic by Satyajit Roy. What is this meaning of Autic? Autic means it's already in the glossary box. All of you take page number 99. Autic means it's a space or room at the top of your building under the roof. Top of the building under the roof. For example, in old houses we could see nowadays it's like a storeroom. In once upon a time they kept all the unwanted things, all those things in that place. Okay, normally children like to play in those places. Okay, that is called as attic. Here article by Satyajit Roy. Who is this Satyajit Roy? We should know very well. Satyajit Roy was a filmmaker, okay, as well as a music composer, graphic designer, okay, and also he is a writer. He was born on Calcutta. Okay, our Satyajit Roy was born on Calcutta. Next one, he authored several short stories and novels. Okay, he authored for several. He wrote several short stories and this novels. So you know very well about short stories. You know very well about novels. The next one is his stories. The theme of the stories, he gave more importance for children's story as well as teenagers. Okay, so he continued the work of his grandfathers, okay, till his death, okay, and 1992 as a editor for the magazine Sandesh. Okay, then Roy's works has been translated to various languages in USA, European countries, as well as many other countries. They translated his works. Okay, the next one is he got Padma Bhushan Award in 1965. Okay, Padma Bhushans, Indian government each year it gives so many civilian awards. Okay, how many categories of civilian award do you know? So just for your knowledge, keep it in mind. There are civilian award as well as a gallantry award. Okay, this type of awards each year our government gives for the people. Okay, here civilian awards. So highest award is Bharat Ratna. What is the highest award? Bharat Ratna. It is followed by Padma Vibhushan. Padma Vibhushan. Then Padma Bhushan. Third one is Padma Bhushan. Fourth one is Padma Shri. Have you understood? And he got Padma Bhushan in 1965 and the highest honor award, that is, what is it? Bharat Ratna, shortly before his death. He got that award, Bharat Ratna also. Have you understood? Then he got 32 national award for his awards, National Film Award by the Indian government. Okay, he got such an achievement he made. He was very much interested to write. He was very much interested in writing rather than making music, making cinema. Okay, he is very much interested making a filmmaker. He was very much interested in writing. We understood and we got little bit idea. I said different categories of civilian awards. Okay, keep it in your mind. Okay, that also just for your knowledge. Okay, all of you take page number 98. Once what I said, okay, I'm reading just to keep it in your mind. Satyajit Roy, 1921 to 1992. 1921 to 1992 was an Indian filmmaker, screenwriter, graphic artist, music composer and author. I already said. He was born in Kolkata. Okay, he authored several short stories and novels meant primarily for young children and teenagers. He gave more importance for young children as well as teenagers. Okay, he revived the children's magazine Sandesh. Okay, which his grandfather has started in 1913 and edited it until his death in 1992. Till 1992, he was the editor of that magazine, that is Sandesh. Then he got so many awards. His works were translated in different languages. Then 32 national awards. Then Padma Bhushans he got in 1965. Then highest civilian award Bharat Ratna he got shortly before his death. Okay, come to our story. Okay, so Arctic Satyajit Roy. Okay, so here they are talking about one important character, that is Aditya. Okay, Aditya and the narrator when they were returning back from his factory, that is name is Deodar Ganj. Okay, when they were returning back that place, when they were traveling on the way, they stopped the car in certain place, that is bifurcated. Okay, bifurcated means divided into two ways. In that point they stopped the car. If they travel on the right side of that road, okay, they can reach Brahmapur, where this Aditya was born, okay, 29 years back, and where he studied his school education. At the time, okay, that place they stopped the car, okay. So he asked whether he liked to go back to his that native place that is in Brahmapur, okay. Then, okay, Aditya is saying he left that place, okay, his ancestral house when he was a very young boy, okay. There, if he goes there, he could see that his schools, okay, old building he could see. Then he could revive his childhood memories, okay. Normally we like very much the childhood memories, okay. You are in that stage, you may not have that much experience, but after a period of time, after a period of 30 years, you could realize how he enjoyed your life in your school days, okay. Good, come to this point. Then then another, he wished to go, okay, not only school, there is another one tea shop, okay, ran by a Nagan uncle, okay. That tea stall was very famous near that Brahmapur, or near that school. Then they took up the took the car towards Brahmapur, just 10 kilometers from that place, okay. After Aditya left this Brahmapur, they settled in Kolkata. There his father started a business. After the death of his father, Aditya continued that business in Kolkata. Have you understood or not? Okay. This narrator was the business partner of this Aditya. Are you clear now? On the way back from Diodar, they saw that bifurcated way. Okay, right side if they go means Aditya's native place, or where he was born and where he got his school education. Yes or no? So if he goes there, he could see his old schools before 29 years. Yes or no? All these things they are explaining. Come here. Okay, then it is actually that month of Mega. Okay, that was the month of Maga. Maga month means it is according to English calendar, it is a month in between the winter season, okay, month of January and February, that is Maga, okay, that is okay. Then it is a middle of the winter season, then it is the time 3 p.m. okay, they were traveling to that place, okay. At the time on either side of the road, okay, how far they can see, it is full of paddy field, okay, it is harvested, okay, it is harvested. At the same time they got a very good harvest that year, okay. On seeing the paddy field they could realize, okay, come. Okay, after just 10 minutes, okay, 10 minutes they drove very fast and they reached the place. First they stopped the car in front of a iron gate, that was a school, okay. They came outside the school, okay. At the time narrator asked, it was the same once you studied the same school. He said no, okay. When I was studying it was a one-storied building, now it is two-storied building, okay. They built a new building there, okay. Then they were searching for the Nagan uncle's tea stall. At the time near the grocery shop opposite to the temple, they saw the Nagan uncle's tea cabin, okay. On seeing that they went there. At the time on seeing that strange people, Nagan uncle inquired about these people. Another one is Nagan uncle's okay, this rustic dress code they have given, okay. Normally wearing dhotis and towel, okay. Normally in village people, village tea masters, they wear such a dress, not like star hotels how the chefs are wearing the dresses, okay. Like that ordinary people they are wearing, and how the hairstyle, yes or no, okay, they are neatly combed. All these things they have depicted in this paragraph, okay. Come to this point. After reaching there, okay, they say they sat on the tin chair. Normally you know very well, okay, tea, they got the tea and they asked some snacks, okay. Normally in tea shops we could see the snacks, cookies, all those things, okay. Like that they got something. A special one is nan katai, that is famous in North India as well as Pakistan. They are saying both Pakistan and India, that food is very common, okay. When they were having their tea, they saw another third man, customer is sitting. Okay, he is not drinking any tea, but he is okay. He looks like sleeping. Okay, he is sleeping, bending his head, and he was sleeping. At the time, this Nagan uncle called Sanyal. Okay, that was the time. Just leave the place. The customers are coming. Okay, at the time he stood up and he sang a song. Okay, and gave the money and left the place. On seeing Sanyal, okay, our Aditya's appearance or Aditya's mind is totally disturbed. Okay, okay. Now our narrator was asking what was the reason why your mind is totally disturbed. That is the story of this lesson. We will see what is the relationship between our Aditya as well as this Sanyal, one who behaves like a madman or one who sit in the tea stall. Have you understood or not? That is the remaining story as well as the important points in this lesson. All of you take the textbook, page number 94. All of you take the textbook, page number 94. Okay, the article by Satyajit Roy. It is natural for human beings to make mistakes. When we realize our mistake, we should try to rectify them. If you get a chance to rectify your mistakes or pay back for it, what would you do? And how would you correct it? Okay, narrator is asking one question. If you are making a mistake, that is quite common, making mistakes. Okay, here one meaning is there. What is rectify? To correct, or amend. Something. Okay, so correct or amend, amend something, that is rectify. This is quite common. As a human being, we will make some mistakes. If you get the chance to rectify, okay, that mistakes, okay, how will you rectify that? How would you do and how would you correct it? Okay, definitely we should do that. Okay, come. Aditya and I were returning from the site of our new factory at Deodarganj. Okay, little bit I am moving very somewhat faster because the story I narrated. Yes, Aditya and I here refers to the narrator, were returning from the site of our new factory at Deodarganj. We were driving along National Highway 40. We reached a point where the road bifurcated. Bifurcated means already meaning is there in the glossary. Divided into two, bifurcated. If we drove 10 kilometers along the road that branched off to the right, we would reach Brahmapur. I asked Aditya whether he was interested in revisiting the place of his birth. Okay, I already said when they were returning back from his factory in Deodarganj, okay, they saw the point, okay, there the road is bifurcated into two. If they travel to the right for 10 kilometers, they would reach this Brahmapur, where our narrator, this Aditya, yes, the name Aditya, where he was born and where he got his education, which he had left after he had passed the matriculation examination from the local school to continue studies in Calcutta. When I left for ancestral house 29 years ago, the house was almost 200 years old, recollected Aditya. Actually, Aditya's house was, when he left the place before 29 years, the house age was 200 years back house. I doubt if even the school building, which may have undergone many changes, will be recognizable anymore. Trying to revive our old childhood memories may prove disappointing. Okay, come, revive means to bring something back to life. Okay, this school may have changed totally. The house may have 200 years of old. Okay, then they are saying anyhow we will get some revive our childhood memories. That is the one disappointing us. Okay, for example, if I have a thought about my childhood days, definitely I have some disappointing things. Okay, but he said he wished to visit the tea shop of Nagan uncle if it still existed and have a cup of tea there. Then very important one is Nagan uncle's tea shops. Okay, if it is existed, if it is there, definitely I have a cup of tea from that shop. So we took the turning to the right and decided to drive to Brahmapur, of which Aditya's ancestors were once the zamindars. Okay, zamindar system you all know very well, no? Once upon a time we had the zamindars. Okay, who are these zamindars? An Indian landowner. Who are these zamindars? If you want, you just write it. An Indian landowner who collected local tax and paid them to the British government. Actually, this zamindars was that position was formed by this British government to collect a tax from the ordinary people, landowners. Okay. And they want to give this tax to the British people. This position is called like present this IT field, yes, income tax officers, like that. In once upon a time, this zamindars did the works. Okay, collect the tax and give it to the British people. Aditya's father had left the ancestral home and moved to Kolkata, where he had set up his own business. After his death, Aditya was looking after it, and I was his friend and business partner. What I said already, yes. When they settled in Calcutta, this Aditya's father started a business there. After his death, our Aditya continued this job. Okay, our narrator was the one of partner of this Aditya. It was the month of Magha, that is January, February by the English calendar, the middle of winter. By my watch, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun was smoothing. Smoothing means, to see the meaning of smoothing, making someone feel calm. Okay, that is the time. Okay, evening time. On either side of the road were paddy field as far as the eye could see. Harvest was over and there had been a good crop that year. Okay, so on seeing that place, already I said it's the month of Magha according to the English calendar. What was that month? Which was the time? January to February, in between the winter season. So the paddy field on both sides, they could see the paddy field. Okay, the harvest was very good at that year. Okay. After 10 minutes, we came to the local school beyond the iron gates, where the playing field and the two-storied school building. We got down from the car and stood in front of the gate. Okay, they stopped the car in front of the iron gate. Okay, that is the school's gate. Okay, it was a playing field and two-storied building was inside the iron gate. Okay, come. I asked Aditya whether everything was still the same. He replied that everything has changed. The school used to be one-storied and new building has come up with was not there. Okay, now what I said, yes, when Aditya was studying, there was only one-storied building, but now it is two-storied. A new building was erected there. Were you not a good student? I asked. Yes, but my position was always second, he replied. Okay, this one is very important. His position was second. Okay, he was a very good boy in the school days, but his position was second. We decided to go and have tea at Nagan Uncle's tea shop, which stood next to the go and have a tea in the Nagan Uncle's tea shop, which stood next to the grocery shop and opposite to the temple dedicated to Lord Shiva's temple. Soon we caught sight of Nagan's tea cabin written on the signboard over the shop. Okay, so then they were searching for the Nagan Uncle's tea shop. It was next to the grocery shop as well as opposite to the Lord Shiva's temple. There it has written on the signboard Nagan Uncle this tea cabin. Okay, the owner Nagan's tea cabin. The owner of the tea shops now over 60, a little rustic in appearance. Okay, so they are saying Nagan's age is 60, so he looks somewhat old, then rustic in appearance. Rustic means, see the meaning, typical of the countryside. Typical of the countryside. If you see the tea masters, city as well as village, there is a great change. Okay, their costumes, all those things, it has changed. Okay, like that here, rustic in appearance with his white neatly combed hair and clean look was the same as before. He was wearing a dhoti and a blue striped shirt that could be seen from under a green shawl. Okay, to avoid the sunlight they use a shawl. Okay, they wearing a neatly combed hair as well as a dhoti as well as a striped shirt. Okay, all this thing a rustic appearance of Nagan. Okay, they are explaining. Not recognizing Aditya, he asked where we had come from. Okay, anyhow, 29 years back, he left the place. They could not recognize. Why did you come here? Okay, at the time they said, okay, on the Diodar Ganj, on the way we are going to Kolkata. Okay, this is no need to come for this Brahmapur when they from Deodarganj to Kolkata, but they have came this way. Then again he has some doubts and ask again, why did you come? At the time they said to have a cup of tea from your shop. Deodarganj. Aditya replied, we are on the way to Kolkata. A little surprised, Naganangal asked why we were there. Okay, I already told you, yes or no, because highways they can go. Okay, why they came to this Brahmapur? That was the question. To have tea at your shop, said Aditya. Certainly, besides tea, I have biscuits and savouries. Savouries means eatables, any biscuit, snacks, as well as cookies. Okay, that is savouries. Give us two naan kattai each. Okay, naan kattai each. Okay, it is eatable. Both in tea shops, we could see that both in Pakistan and India. We could see that in North India commonly. We sat on two tin chairs. There was only one other customer sitting at the corner table, neither eating nor drinking tea, but sitting with her head bent as though were sleeping. Okay, so we will see the remaining portions in the following classes. Okay, thank you, students.